Collective. I ask you, please return to sender any type of dark magic, spell work, evil eye that's been sent to harm me or the collective. Thank you so much. Alright, let's see what's going on for y'all. What y'all think about the Super Bowl? Y'all watch the Super Bowl? I know it's a couple days ago. Did y'all favorite team win? I don't watch Super Bowl. I just watched some reactions to Kendrick Lamar performance though. I don't know if I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know if I 100% agree with everything that K-Dot stands for. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because at the end of the day, damn, look at that. At the end of the day, he still is, you know, in cahoots with certain people that basically got to get the hell on somewhere. So, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about everything that's going on right now after doing some deeper research. But alright, let's see what's going on for you guys. I ain't trying to talk politics right now. Let's see. What is the messages here for the collective? What do you need the collective to know? Let's get some clear messages out here. Oh wow, we got dismemberment out here first. So something to do with a body. I also heard catch a body. What else? What about this dismemberment? They are turning others against you. What else here with this? Excuse my daughter in the background, y'all. She drumming right now. We got a couple. So there's a couple that's trying to turn people against you. A couple that has a body. This couple has some secrets here. It could be an older couple. Yeah, I'm getting an older couple. Like late 30s and on up. Late 30s and up. It's an older couple. What about this couple? We got two, yeah, organized crime. No, they don't say organized crime. They say accomplice / partner. Oh, excuse me, partner in crime. And we got cedar. Fresh wood. Fresh woodsy smell cleanse a new home of its old energies and unwanted spirits while inviting fresh energetic vibes and protecting the new occupants. Somebody's home is haunted. These people's home is being haunted here. Whoever this couple is. These are partners in crime. They've done something here. And they're trying to turn other people against you here so something won't come out about whatever they did. What about this? They are turning others against you. Causing you to lose your appetite. So they got people talking about how you look, and then low-key behind the scenes doing all type of spell work and shit, so you can lose your appetite. And like, yeah, somebody here, this is a couple that does heavy magic, and they cause people to pass away by doing magic on them. Because when people are not in alignment with who they truly are, when they're not healing and holding on to things, it's easier for the magic to work on them. What else? I don't feel like it's working on you though. They claim I did it first, knowing damn well they got inspired by you. What about this? So somebody could be copying your work, stealing your ideas. Tantric sex. These people be having like freak offs. What else is this? They be having freak offs. These old ass fucking people be behind the scenes screwing their behind off. Oh my gosh. We got tiger's eyes. Helps with grounding, protection, self-confidence, inner strength, willpower, clarity. What about this tantric sex? The person causing you negativity is an earth sign. They can't stand to see you shine. So you got an earth sign out here putting on your energy at some type of you know, sex party, dealing with other people. They putting on your sacral chakra and your, especially mainly your sacral chakra with this tantric sex out here. What else? Let me get one more roll. We got mountains. Somebody feel like it's not hard to move you. Or it's not easy to move you. They probably feel like they thought it wasn't going to be hard to move you. But now they see that it is. What about this mountains? Like moving you is like moving mountains for real. We got outdated, expired, old news, discarded. Somebody feel like you don't want nothing to do with them. Like you treat them like they old news. Like you're not moved by somebody here. And I feel like they kind of in disbelief because of it. Yeah. Somebody's angry because you're not moved by them. What else here with this? We got, yeah, aliens. Somebody feel like you are out of this world. You're not even from here. That's how they feel. I mean, they might not feel like you an alien, like, specifically, but it's like, who are you? Why am I not able to get at you like I'm able to get at other people? What's going on? They view you as very different. What's this aliens? So you know something about this person. Posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. Yeah, somebody out here doing some little girl shit trying to get at you, but it's not working. They talking mad shit behind you while you moving in silence. You don't care about what somebody got to say about you. You don't. And it makes them so mad. Okay, so give me something. Give me one more for right here. Let's get one more for right here. One more. I want some cards from my other deck in here to come out. Okay, well, thank you. We got getting evidence, photo proof. I heard take a picture to last longer. Oh my goodness. Like you got somebody really digging up things about you. I'm even getting there with this outdated, expired, old news, discarded. They keep trying to dig up information about you through people you used to talk to. Somebody like really in your energy, really all in your business, worried about the wrong damn thing. What about the collective here? What about the collective? Let's get something on you specifically, collective. See what's going on with your energy. Something almost came out. Now we got love triangle. I got that third party shit again. Hold on, I gotta shuffle the deck a little bit. Alright. What about the collective? We got homicide. I feel like somebody swerving down that you got something, some type of dirt on you. Because whoever this is, they got dirt on them. So you got a karmic couple out here that's attacking you. That's swerving down that you got dirt on you, just like they got dirt on them. That would it seemed like. What's this homicide? Or they trying to do something to you because they feel like you know about what's going on with them. Like they wondering if you got evidence on them. Who you working with behind the scenes. Oh, that card just fell. Dark entities are using these people to work against you. Okay, so these are demons working out of people. These are not people. These are not people attacking you. These are demons. These are entities here. Clarify these dark entities are using these people to work against you specifically. We got rejected. Yeah, because these entities don't like being rejected. And they love, you know, being in people, hosting people who have these type of attitudes about themselves too that don't like being rejected. And you rejecting this entity. You're rejecting this entity. I mean, you're rejecting a person, but you're really rejecting the entity here. You're not letting this entity like easily attack you. Make sure y'all can see that card because I might use that as y'all cover photo. Let's see, what else right here? What else for this? Yo, we got, I'm telling you, you checking this goddamn entity at the door. So you can easily tell when somebody is possessed by something. And it's like you're not dealing with it. You're not dealing with that type of energy. We got accident. Let me get one more out here, y'all. What's this accident? Let's talking about that accident. They will play victim once they know they're losing. Yeah, so this entity has these people doing all type of things to you here. And nothing is working. They're losing. They're losing. And then the entity, all the entity gonna do is just leave them and go straight to the next person. These supposed to be played. Let me, okay. I want to pull something from here too, but I'm only gonna get one card from here for this. Oh shit. Okay. So many cards. I gotta stop pulling from these big ass decks. Alright, give me something right here. What do we need to know right here? First, let me just shuffle just a little bit. What I need to know right here. Give me something important, Spirit. Something important that really goes with the message. Clear messages. Thank you. You bend, but you don't fall. I'm telling you. Like, these people cannot agitate you. They can't get under your skin. They're not able to do it. What about right here? And it's ticking this entity off. Because it's not even the people that's coming up against you. It's an entity. And it could be an entity because this spell working shit they always doing. You make me nervous. Somebody's very afraid of you because they don't know if you are just as dark as them. But they can't stop themselves from trying to attack you either because it's an entity. What's right here? I'm going to clarify this too, but I'm going to also clarify the entity card by itself. So somebody can have a person spying on you. It will be over soon enough and you will be compensated. So you're going to be rewarded for defeating a dark entity here. Because again, it's not these people, it's the entity that's working through them. What about right here? Amazing opportunity coming to you. Yeah, you about to be rewarded. Clarify this dark entities are using these people to work against you specifically. Practitioner won't answer their calls. You see what I'm saying? Due to all this fucking magic and shit that they be doing, that's why. They do so much magic that it's easy for entities to overtake them. They got the goddamn practitioner running scared. It could be an entity working through the practitioner too. So if these people wasn't doing this themselves, they was paying somebody to do this. It don't even matter. Whoever was involved, it don't even matter. I think I'm gonna get one more for this right here though. I'm gonna get one more for this. Confirmation. Okay, so I'm gonna take that as a confirmation to get one more. Give me one more for this. Oh damn, a card just fell. Give me one more hit for this. I'll share. Five or less people involved. Okay, so it was a couple. So not only this couple partners in crime, but it's other people involved too. Yeah, it did come out here. They are turning others against you. They trying to hide a body here. I feel like these people trying to hide a body. Clarify this dismemberment here specifically. I gotta clarify that too specifically. I feel like they're trying to hide something. And it's like, that's cool, that's your business. Collective don't let people play with you. They are trying to unalive you through witchcraft. Give me one more here. They need for you to react a certain way to them so the magic can start working. But it's not working. So the practitioner running scared, they running scared. You may be overthinking or going through something. Journal and talk with us, divine. This could be what you're doing here. Like whenever you feel like you're going through something, you could journal a lot and talk with spirit. Instead of like being all over the place and overreacting. Or when you do feel the effects of somebody doing magic on you, this is what you need to do. Don't overreact. Don't be all over the place. Journal and talk to spirit with how you feeling. Because it's going to lessen the attacks. It's not going to be as effective on you. Because I feel like this is specifically for you. Okay, there's something going on with your body here. Somebody is trying to like cause something within you. Like so you can pass away from natural causes. Because they keep pulling on your energy. I said I wasn't going to get no more, but I got to get one more. I need one more with this right here specifically. Just one more, please. Just one more, divine, please, spirit. I want you to follow their belief system. It's because they want to use your powers. And they be using people's powers without them even knowing that they're using it. That's the only reason why. Let's clarify this and see what's going on. I want to pull one from this deck too for each one. What's going on right here? We got betrayal, deceit, disloyalty, conspiracy, broken bonds. The genius at the bottom. Okay, none of these people trust each other. And again, I feel like they feel like you know something here about something that they already been involved in. These people are involved with something already, and they feel like you know. And I feel like if you do know, it's because divine is like giving you those type of downloads here because these people keep trying to attack you. What about right here? They need to leave you alone. We got criminal. You know something that could put these people in jail. They're very afraid about that. So they don't want you in the spotlight at all. They don't want you doing anything. They don't want you to have the energy to do anything. So they constantly attacking you. That you can't give in to it. Don't give in to that shit. What's going on right here? We got careerists. Somebody also think you competed with them. I don't feel like you compete with these people at all. But they had that type of mindset though. Again, this is an entity. I gotta remember this is an entity. So this entity got these people feeling like you betrayed them. Like these people not in their right mind here. This entity got these people going crazy. What is this? Clarify this dark entities are using these people to work against you. I would not be surprised if Berserker come out. We got Rider. Somebody could be communicating with an entity. Well, I'm saying somebody like scribbling. Give me one right here specifically. I just seen shaman. We got cultists. It's a cult. It's definitely a cult here. This cult wants you to be a part of their organization here. They feel like you can guide their way to something. They need your guidance here. It's something about, I don't know what it is about you. I swear, I feel like my energy getting drained already, and I'm not even really that into the reading yet. And I want to close it out. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not too sure what that energy is about, but I'm not feeling it. What's going on right here? Magician. The Six of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you, these people got something to do with women and kids as well. What's the Six of Swords? The Ace of Cups. It's just giving a very draining sexual energy. These people are so draining. And it's because of this fucking entity, yo. Clarify this dark. I gotta get right here. What is this dark entities are using these people to work against you? Because I want you to know a lot like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the energy and I do not like how I feel. And it's making me want to close out the reading. We got the Hermit. They do work in the dark. What's the Hermit? The Ten of Wands. They're like burden. Yeah, these entities love burdening people, making them hallucinate, making them lose their mind, over contemplate, overthink, over worry. And that's what's going on with these people. Like they overdoing things here because this fucking entity that's on them. What's going on right here? The Seven of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting like a sex demon. What's the Seven of Wands? The Two of Wands. What about right here? Oh, damn. The Tower, the Three of Swords, the Page. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like, The way my energy feel right now, usually when I get to this point, I end out the video and I'll most likely don't load the video when I feel like this. But I'm not really feeling the need to close out the video. We got revenge. Don't be afraid. I'm not feeling the need to close out the video, but I don't know. I just didn't want to pull on them cards no more. Yeah, I'm telling you, a lot of people involved. It said 5 or less people. This is more than 5 names. But a lot of people are very afraid of going to jail here. And it's because they got something on them. Like a body. These people have a body. Let's see what's going on here. Message of concern. What's important here? We got medical fields. I did see doctor. So it's like people with high positions that's involved in this. What's going on here? Clarify this entity right here specifically. Where did this card come from? Knew you were destined for success. So that's another reason why they've been attacking you, because they knew you was destined for success. That card was with my last reading that I did. What about this entity? These dark entities. Police officer likes you? What? Gemini? They still alive? What you mean? Yeah, they being investigated here. These people have a body on them. And because they've been trying to attack you, it's being exposed. They can't get you like they didn't got other people. I saw somebody's house being haunted. That's exactly what I was getting with this cedar. Fresh woody smell, cleanse a new home of its old energy. Somebody, this couple, they house being haunted. They don't even realize possibly if they have an entity within them. Yeah, you making them look crazy. You making these people look crazy, because it's more than just, I feel like these people started something. And like the card came out, they got other people to join in to come up against you here. But you making these people look crazy here, because instead of you going crazy due to all the witchcraft they're doing on you, instead they going crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I should have stopped when I just seen it. What goes around comes back around. Yeah, it's not hitting you. It's not hitting you. What else here? What's important? Now they soul screaming to be free. So some of these people do realize that they have entity on them, but ain't nothing they can do about it because they so fucking low vibrational. Breaking news, they want a reaction out of you. And the breaking news is they can't get a reaction out of you. So now they soul is screaming to be free. This entity is like really attacking these people, like on their behind. And these people could have conjured up this dark entity here and sent it towards you, but it went back onto them. Damn. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. What else there? What you need my collector to know for themselves? Matter of fact, what's right here? Let me pull it like that now.
What if there was a way to know if a stock will be bullish or bearish the day before? The truth is,
Unifier, we have panic in gold. We have Trump saying BRICS is dead. We have a drone that takes out a nuclear plant. And we have panic at the White House. I guess this is just Panic Friday.
But there is a panic in D.C. at this moment, where I now live, and it is very simple. We are cutting them off from their funding. And that means politicians, not just saving taxpayer dollars. And that's where the panic is coming from. It's pretty basic. Now, Elon's become a target for one very simple reason, because he is cutting the funding to these politicians who have put their bureaucratic, personal financial gain and interest above the American people. That is the difference. That may not be felt by some of the other people that are in the administration that have done the same thing that Elon does, that are incredibly successful billionaires. But they are targeting him because he is cutting their lifeline, their financial. Listen, Nancy made how much money? And we're going to go down the line of looking at all these people. There is no reason, as a federal employee, me included, I shouldn't walk out richer from the federal government. That should not be the case.
No,
and I open you up to look, because it's not going to
guarantee
happen. You don't do it.
Now the politicians are coming out and saying we need to impeach Elon. I don't think they know is you can't really impeach Musk, but actually Musk calls for impeachment of judge who blocked Doge access at the Treasury. So many people are losing their money and their access. Actually, 33 billion. That's a lot of money. Migrants. I'll get to that in a moment because they need it. Also, breaking news: when in doubt, shred it. This is Sicily happening right now. The world is on fire. Look at this. Shredding the gnar, shredding the lava. Sicily. I'm going to Sicily. That is insane. You'd think this is happening in Hawaii. But yes, the whole world is burning. Did I mention at the start that BRICS is dead and there's a scramble for gold right now? Trump declares BRICS is dead. And if you've been subscribe. I've talked about this. My colleagues have said that this is going to take over the world. The dollar is going to go to zero. And I said, you just wait. Also wait for the alligator. See this? These two lines? Because it's all about that when it closes. Also AOC talking about closes. They're closing in on you and you probably don't want to open your door. But now coming in from a ranking member of the Judiciary Committee, Jamie on MSNBC.
That a guy who would not even be constitutionally eligible to run for president is acting as president. A guy who, if he were president, would be impeached immediately because he's taking billions of dollars in foreign government emoluments from all over the world. And some people have actually been talking about impeaching President Elon Musk right now, on the theory that he's usurped the powers of the presidency.
Yeah, let's impeach him while he's showing you, like, all of the fraud, which makes no sense why people would get mad. And I've used so many different analogies to you busting your junior high kid, showing your friend, hey, your wife's cheating on you, and you're like, look, I have footage. And your friend gets mad at you for you showing him because he's like, wait, how'd you get that? I don't know, dog. I was at a bar and I saw her making out with some other guy. So you think it's appropriate to film my wife? I mean, we have just this denial. Oh, also, can we just deny this? Coming in from AP.
Drone damaged the outer cell of Ukraine's Chernobyl nuclear plant. Radiation levels are normal. A drone armed with a warhead hit the outer protective shell of Ukraine's Chernobyl nuclear plant early Friday, damaging the structure and briefly starting a fire in an attack Kiev blamed on Russia. The Kremlin denied it was responsible. Yeah, the Kremlin denied it was. The Kremlin denied doing the stupidest thing it could have ever possibly done. I mean, we know that Putin wants to end this war.
So breaking news, I wonder if this is going to put a damper on this Zelensky, Vance. Ukraine says, Russia hit us, hit our nuclear plant. What do you want us to do? So now, Mr. Bravo with tinfoil hat, I'm going to maybe, did Zelensky do it? I don't know. Again, it always goes back to like your kids, where the two are fighting over a toy. Well, I had it first. It's mine. I got it for Christmas. And then you just take the toy away. So we should just, I don't know. Let's take something away from Russia and Ukraine. No more vodka for you. He's like, you know what? I have not received enough money yet. Peace deal cannot be signed in Munich. Zelensky sets out condition for talks with Putin. But personally, we have more problems over here that we got. Did you see that? Look, they're putting his mugshot. This is the Oval Office with all the presidentes. And here's Trump, New York Post. I love it. America is back. And there is just so many things going on. It's my head's spinning. And this is a fun one.
What's your priority list? Because Epstein, 9/11.
Our first investigation will...
Now it's like, Which one is it? Well, hold on. We just uncovered $2.7 trillion. And the media goes nuts. Okay, 9/11, Epstein. How about a sitting president being assassinated?
Will be announced, but it's going to be covering on a thorough investigation into the John F. Kennedy assassination. And I can tell you, based on what I've been seeing so far, the initial hearing that was actually held here in Congress was actually faulty. I believe that there were 2 shooters, and we should be finding more information as we are able to gain access before.
Let me just pause that. Oh, so all of us tinfoil hat friends, family, yes, it was 2 shooters. Yes, there was government involvement. And yes, we haven't had a real president. I mean, think about this for a second. Imagine if, you know, the elites are like, oh, you want to play hardball? Watch, we'll take your president out. Boom. Your president's dead. This is hardball. And the same thing, FBI, CIA, same thing just happened right now. Missed it by this much. But breaking news, guys, when there is that much power and that much money on the line, you think? Oh, subscribe if you'd like to stay updated on what is going on every day. There's 100 new things. It's like the floodgates have opened. And I will get to trading. Hold on, I'll show you how you can make money from this. Border Caesar Salad Tom says AOC has been referred to DOJ for prosecution. Oh, another one bites the dust for publicly aiding human traffickers involving that kind of trade. But I cannot talk about that. With Mayor Adams on Fox News, I don't know if you guys caught that. I will not show it, but I will tell it to you. Here you go. And I say, keep your door closed, AOC. Locked, because they're coming for you, sweetheart. And I will keep you posted with the update. AOC will face charges. Teaching illegal immigrants how to avoid capture by ICE. How about all these people that are like, oh, hold on. Well, yep, they're coming. Pam, not too happy about that. I'm going to call for treason on that one. Also, this guy is not running out of Sharpies. Look at his desk. He is loaded. If you guys are in education, which I was, and you're still doing the shot thing, Pfizer thing, yeah, well, your funding, no mas. Which I actually was told I had to get it, and I said, I quit. Oh, and breaking news, BRICS is dead. Let's have a listen in.
Spoken against BRICS. India is part of BRICS. Do you want to dismantle BRICS, or you want to? US want to be part of?
I don't care, but BRICS was put there for a bad purpose, and most of those people don't want it. They don't even want to talk about it now. They're afraid to talk about it because I told them if they want to play games with the dollar, then they're going to be hit with a 100% tariff the day they mention that they want to do it. And they will come back and say, we beg you not to do this. BRICS is dead since I mentioned that. BRICS died the minute I mentioned that. And I remember when Obama and Biden in particular, I guess he said that, they have us over a barrel. They don't have us over a barrel. We have them over a barrel. If BRICS wants to play games, those countries won't trade with us. We won't trade with them. And if any trading gets through, it'll be 100% tariff at least.
On your cabinet,
You know what? When they hear that, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to say, look what happened to BRICS. They didn't want to talk about it. They don't even want to admit that they were a member of BRICS. That's what's happened.
Now with BRICS being dead, gold. I'm going to show you charts that blow your mind. Transfers of physical gold from the Bank of England to New York is now exceeding the planned debt. This was, remember the crisis? People are blaming tariffs. No, look at this. I've never seen this before. COMEX. See the red line that goes way above my head? This is happening right now. Complete panic. Hopefully you guys have been listening. You subscribe to the channel. You're like, yes, I will buy gold. I will trade equities. I will take advantage of Bravo's brand new course on how to do it. You have a couple hours left. Codes run out. I'll teach you how to use leverage. Your digits go up. You can go long. You can go short. And you see the tax advantages? If you're trading gold, you have to do it this way. You have no options. You have to trade futures in gold. And that's why the only smartest people in the world trade futures. And it's currently $199, and then it goes to $299, $399, $1,000, just like all of my courses, $1,000. Get it now so you feel like you're smart. But I'll show you. But all you have to do, actually, I'm going to take copper's a hot one too. I'll show you where, I know it's down today. All you need to know, draw a triangle. And guess what? We have another triangle. I'll make it pretty and I'll turn off my whales and I'll do a little TA for you on the screen. Okay, see, triangle. And then you have your buy order set in. It's the same thing. It's like, and another one. And how high are you going to go? You go high. And you could trade copper futures. If you do it with leverage, look, this is what I put. This is what I trade. I just traded this. You were in my watch list, were you not? EIX, and I have watch lists down below. Bull market, you can do bear market, you can do crypto, bring your own diapers, you can do options. This one I'm up 797%. I had to do this because trolls are like, show us your trade. Then put up your percentages. There's one. That's January. What about February? Okay, MMC. I'm doubled my money. Something you did, let's say, just 2 days ago. Okay, fine. TEL, I'm 50%. This at the time where everyone is melting down. You're getting out there and you're getting your gold. Well, no, you already have it. Now you can sit back and say, thank you, Johnny Bravo. My digits are up. I don't know. What am I going to do with all this money? I don't know. New York Attorney General Letitia James is currently having a meltdown because the Trump admin halted payments to New York for illegals. No, it is just nonstop.
States all across this nation. It is unacceptable, unconstitutional, ultra-biased. They've exceeded their authority. And so it's important that attorneys general representing our respective states stand up and enforce the rule of law, because Elon Musk, individuals at the Treasury, and the President of these United States is not above the law. And we will continue. You know, as attorneys general, we've been...
You're going to continue to lose. And the people are going to stop spending all their money, $22 billion, on migrants. And then with all this money we make, we're just going to buy. You guys can always buy gold. By the way, did I not say take profit? This is a triangle. It will play out right there. And then right in this, it's going to go purple. Because if you have my indicators, link in the description, turn it to candles, and then you'll see. Do you see? Purple. How much of a run are you? You're not under the 9. You're under the 9, but you haven't closed one candle. You have gone up on gold 10% with leverage because you took my course, right? New futures course. So the guy who comes up in fire, I teach you how to do this. Instead of 10%, it's 100%. I've taken everything from my swing trade, bear market, crypto, and I put it all into one. Release a new video every day, and then when it's finished, it goes up to $2.99. For some reason, if you can't get the code, come back tomorrow. I give you more. But with that, I love you and have a great weekend. One drink for you tonight, and that is it. And I will see you tomorrow.
is not Russia, it's not China, it's not any other external actor. And what I worry about is the threat from within, the retreat of Europe from some of its most fundamental values, values shared with the United States of America.
He's exactly right. You know, Europe has ceded its sovereignty to the European Union in Brussels. So 80% of all decisions that need to be made about Germany are made in Brussels. These countries have lost their sovereignty. And President Trump has said, he's
not fucking wrong.
Oh, he's absolutely right. He's dead nut on point. They have dissolved and cellularized the sovereignty of individual nations to subjugate them into a union that was never truly agreed upon in the first place.
Even not my King Charles has basically ceded sovereignty of English people to fucking Klaus Schwab, man, or is ready to. Right, but the government and the fucking monarchy, he's supposed to be the sovereign, and he's sworn in his oath is to protect our sovereignty.
Britain is a perfect example of a barely saved nation. They were on the very cusp of being a complete and total part of that European Union. And back then, I had a bunch of friends of mine who were really worried about the European Union because that would give them almost as much buying power as the U.S. And if they're all one monetary system, then they'll have, you know, the ability to offset the dollar and whatnot. And I was like, you ever seen anything that the Europeans get together and do together actually work? They all hate each other. I mean,
well,
I don't get it.
That's not. It's funny because in some respects it's true, and in other respects it's not. Right?
For sure,
we love and hate each other. It is a love-hate relationship between Europe and English, because England has been responsible for keeping afloat a lot of economy. Because we're such a small island, so incredibly affluent.
Yeah, that wasn't an accident.
No, of course it wasn't. I mean, that was all basically England was an offshoot. It was the it was the European monarchy that came in and took England. England was never really held by English people. We never had an English king. There's a legend about an English king. We've got King Arthur, the legend of King Arthur, but we've got nothing concrete. They've buried all that history. The kings that existed before the Anglo-Saxon line started, like when we had Wessex and Cumbria, and you know that when England was called different bits, different parts.
I wasn't so much speaking about the animosity between England or UK or whatever you want and the EU. I was speaking that the member states of the EU all have ancient history and hate amongst each other. This is something that doesn't exist in America. I mean, we have sports teams, but it's not the same. We've never raised armies to fight against other states typically. I mean, there's a few exceptions.
The Civil War. That was,
I mean, you can go back to the Maniacs, man. Have you ever heard of the Maniacs?
Yeah.
When you get some time, go check out what that was all about, because it had to do with a group of people who identified with the Confederates in New York, or Maine rather, in Maine. And they the people sat upon their blocks like it was a gang warfare. They just took them hostage for a few weeks. And now there's a whole bunch of craziness that went on in that few weeks, but it wasn't unlike the, what did they call it? The independent thing that popped up in Seattle for a little while. What was that called?
Oh, Chad.
The Chad. It was not unlike the Chad, where a group of people were like, "Well, no, we are sovereign in our own identity, and
That
we're
still
going to stand on
exists.
point."
That still there's actually there's a couple of totally lawless. They're basically sort of anarchistic, aren't they? Really, except you still have armed security walking around in there.
Well, they're not really anarchists. They're more like revolutionaries. They're not interested in living and let living. Most anarchists are fairly peaceful when it comes down to it.
True
If
anarchy.
you don't mess with them,
True
they'll
anarchy.
sit in their little plot. Yeah, they're
That's
fine.
what pisses me off. They've managed to twist the perception of anarchy. Basically, they've completely twisted the perception of anarchy. People's perception of anarchy. They think, "Oh my God, that means it'll be lawless, and everybody be running around, killing and raping each other." And right? No, that's the whole point. In an anarchistic society, it doesn't mean there aren't rules to the way you live. There aren't rules to society. There's not a society. You know, there is a community that lives by the natural rules of law. You know, the natural
I
rules
kind
of
of have an
the
issue
land.
with the natural rules, as you put it.
Well,
I'm down to an extent. Rights are something that are very difficult to define. It's very hard to look at someone who has not lived under the auspices of the Constitution and try to explain and enumerate God given rights. But these are things that they can be taken, but only by force. If you are alone in a desert out in the middle of nowhere and there's no one else around, what can you do that is moral and appropriate? Those are your rights. Once you enter a society, the society itself can attempt to abbreviate your rights, and the Constitution was specifically designed to prevent that from happening, which is part of all the shnookums we're having going on right now in the federal government. Is government overreach has reached such a point that it's literally reaching into individual families' lives.
Hey, Lex.
Right?
Sorry. And Dana. Hey, Dana. Good to see you.
Well,
Shari, bloody hell, Shari Ives. I've seen you for ages.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. Blue Glass Addict. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome.
But what I'm getting at is there is all right, take the EPA, right? I could do the same thing with the ATF and virtually any other federal organization or organ that you could think of, but we'll stick with the EPA really easy. The EPA looked up a few years ago and went, you know what? I don't like the definition of navigable water, so we're going to change that definition a little bit. They didn't change it, they just reinterpreted it. They didn't like the definition of transitory or ephemeral waterway. And so they changed the interpretation of that. Suddenly, the next thing you know, people who are miles away from the nearest quote unquote navigable waterway and have one of those streams that only pop up during the really biggest rainstorms were suddenly called ephemeral property, where an ephemeral stream exists and you're no longer allowed to build there. You can't draw permits for it. You can't change the zoning and you can't touch it. So 5 years ago, you bought a plot of 50 acres with the plan of building a barn and maybe starting a ranch or something. Nope, can't do that. It would change an ephemeral waterway.
Right, having and maybe doing something with that water as well, like so you can't change the course of that water, or
I mean, there's a lot that goes in with it. Mostly it means you can't build anything. Building would probably change the course of water because you can't build in a stream. So, yeah. But at the same time, none of this, the EPA guidelines, the definitions were written specifically to prevent the EPA from trying to take property from property owners, right? It was if you go and read the way the charter reads, it is written specifically to prevent the EPA from overstepping its bounds and trying to take things and like commercialize them for themselves. And yet that's exactly what ended up happening, because now, or at least up until the overturning of Chevron deference, a EPA agent would show up at your farm. You've had the farm for 10 years. You're going to put a new chicken coop over yonder and you have to get a permit. And suddenly, poof, a federal employee shows up on your property, points at where you want to put your chicken coop and says, no, you are 23 miles away from the nearest navigable water, but that is an ephemeral waterway and you cannot build it. And furthermore, if you attempt to build anything else on this property, you will receive a fine the very second you break ground. And these fines are stiff. They're like several $100s a day until you cease and desist and return it back to what it was. It's absurd. But that goes across the entire federal government. That is the ATF, the IRS, the EPA, every single organ of the U.S. government decided 10 or 15, 8 to 12 years ago that, wait a second, like the ATF, they decided that a short barrel rifle is different from a rifle. There's no definitive difference anywhere in the charter or in any of the definitions. It is not defined by length. It is defined by operation, right? They decided a short barrel rifle is different. Then they decided the pistol brace. Do you know why pistol braces exist? Allow me to enlighten you.
So hang on, what's a pistol brace? Is that like a shoulder? It's not a shoulder stock.
No, it is. All right. So the pistol brace was designed by a disabled individual who had use of one arm and limited use of the rest of his appendages. And he designed it to wrap around the forearm so that his palsy wouldn't affect his aim so much. After it was designed, it was approved by the ATF. It was put into mass production. Millions of people bought these things. And then they decided that without any type of residential, congressional, or any other oversight, that a pistol brace is a stock. And if it's a stock, that makes the pistol a rifle. And if the pistol is a rifle, then it falls under this other clause. It becomes a short-barreled rifle. And all of this, the interpretations on all of this were changed within like a couple of months of each other. So a bump stock, that's another example. A bump stock is different. I don't necessarily support the existence of a bump stock because of the nature of the way it functions affects the individual's aim. You cannot have a tight grouping utilizing a bump stock, right? So you are sacrificing accuracy for more volume of fire. That doesn't seem safe to me.
No.
But it seems like it was a agreed upon effort by the federal government organs, not necessarily the federal government itself, but the organs involved, to totally reinterpret everything in all of the charters so as to reach as far into American life as possible. And that's what has happened. And now so many people have been set off by this. Everybody out there has had some aspect of the federal government show up and tell you, you can't sell eggs, you can't haul more than 100 gallons of gas, you can't use green fuel, you have to use red fuel, you can't, you know what I'm saying? These are little bitty things that result in huge fines that the federal government is utilizing for additional revenue generation. And that is the only
which is going into a fucking black hole that basically towards the military industrial complex and research and development for new ways to get more control. Invest in AI.
You are the carbon they want to reduce.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
1987 Kumite champion right here, bud. These right here, go that way. Are you threatening me? Okay. Telling you right now, bud, I'm the wrong dude, okay? That's what it is, bud. Listen, I don't want to hurt you. Kumite, have you ever heard of a Kumite? 1987 Kumite champion right here, bud. These right here, go that way.
That's wild.
I love that, man. That
I kind of feel like I went to school with that guy.
That guy's gut is just epic. It's
was the Kumite an eating competition?
Kumite.
I know what it is. I'm joking. I'm taking shots, bro. Like, I'm joking.
I can't remember what the film was called, man.
It was Bloodsport, and then there was another one. It was what was it? I can't remember the other. They basically made the same movie twice. Both of them had Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. Bloodsport, the other one.
Dude had the fastest roundhouse in the world, man. Fastest roundhouse kick in the world.
So, that don't help nothing with a full Glock.
What? It's as good as garbage, Morty. It's not gonna work anymore, Morty. Oh, jeez, Rick, that's not good. What are we gonna do?
Love Rick and
So,
Morty.
I don't know where Rox is. Rox, where are you?
She'll make it.
Oh, yeah, we're listening to fucking JD Vance anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
We are, instead of dealing with the European Union in our negotiations, we're going to deal with each of these countries individually because we believe you guys are individual
When Rox joins, we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar.
countries. You've given up your sovereignty to this basically unelected globalist cabal that sits in Belgium. And that is really the cancer that he's talking about here. It's not from Russia. The warmongers think that Russia is going to invade Europe. They're not. Russia is not going to invade Europe. Russia has enough land. They have no desire to invade Europe. And so really the threat is from within. He's absolutely right.
This Russophobia that's existed in Europe and the UK since the 1800s was installed deliberately by the establishment after the Rothschilds swore a blood oath against the Romanovs because the Romanovs refused to get involved with fucking what was going on with Napoleon Bonaparte. They smelled something iffy was going on. They didn't get involved. The Rothschilds swore a blood oath to wipe them off the face of the earth. And look what happened just before World War One, or during World War One. So that's the only reason that Russophobia exists, because the Rothschilds swore a blood oath against them because they wouldn't join in with what was going on with Bonaparte, with Napoleon, if he was even a real fucking character.
Right about this. He's going scorched earth right now.
Now, I was struck that a former European commissioner went on television recently and sounded delighted that the Romanian government had just annulled an entire election. He warned that if things don't go to plan, the very same thing could happen in Germany too. Now, these cavalier statements are shocking to American ears. For years,
because these people are saying all the fucking quiet bits out loud, man. It's like they don't care anymore. You're right there, Sus.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my freaking icon and make it work.
Oh, your
avatar doohickey. I think I got it.
Needs to be saved as a JPG, not a JPEG.
Yeah, I think I got it. Let's see.
You can just change the
Close enough for how that'll work.
years, we've been told that.
Is he wrong though?
No.
I mean, I don't see anyone other than these individual immigrants who all independently decided to move to Europe, all in their own heads, just put it together and jump across over there. They don't seem to be coming in and changing anything. All of the changes seem to be happening interiorly.
The people, I mean, basically the European Union, the English government, European government is all in the pockets of the bankers.
Sure. And this is that part about the Constitution that is, and I know a lot of Europeans get sick and tired of hearing about it, but this is one of those things that trips up government. when the entire purpose of a document is to prevent government from doing exactly what it does every time it develops.
The only reason that anybody, especially any English person, would ever get like annoyed with hearing about the Constitution, "Oh, shut up about your Constitution," whatever, is because we're idiots, because the Constitution is based upon our fucking what's it called?
Well, it's an interesting amalgam between the what was it, the Algonquin referendum or whatever it was called. The style it is written in and the way it is presented was taken from a group of Native American meetings that took place during that whole Reconstruction era, post Civil War, or no, pre Civil War. It was a slightly post Revolution, and once the no, it was pre Revolution. But anyway, the style and the method by which it's put together and enumerated comes straight from the Native Americans, and the actual rights that are ensconced in that is mostly taken straight from the Magna Carta.
Magna Carta, that's it. Fucking hell, I couldn't think of it. Magna Carta. Brian, how you doing? Alex, how you doing? Dr. E, good to see you. 13, good to see you. There's a city in Illinois called Algonquin.
Yep.
Yeah. Donald Musk. His new title.
You know, and another aspect of this, the people that I see, like in my real life, complaining about audits would have been all for it if it had been under Biden.
Oh, yeah.
They are straight up tribal players. I have yet to come across an individual willing to have an honest conversation that was complaining about it. And another point, keep in mind, Trump ran straight up on a mid-90s liberal policy position. And everybody wants to get mad at me for saying that. But that is exactly what he's doing. You can go back and find clips of Bill Clinton and Obama both saying exactly the same thing Trump's saying currently. We need to reduce waste, reduce spending, reduce the size of government, reduce the efforts.
Yep.
Right over their heads. They don't hear that. They don't hear that this has been their policy position for 30 years.
I mean, dude, they're so... It's weird, isn't it? How it's a particular type of person that becomes a Democrat or a liberal or you know, and quite often they're completely they're not self-aware.
Right. Well, they don't accept consequences, has been my experience with them. They, for whatever reason, at some point in time through their education, most of these people have gone to higher education. Whether they graduate or they don't, they're immediately better than you. That's what they were told in college, that you're better than everybody else out there. That makes you feel good and fuzzy. And then later, you apply that concept of prejudice, which is exactly what it is. It's an elitist status. It is an elitist opinion. They apply that concept of prejudice across the board to the rest of their lives.
The wealth helps that perception stick for them, though, because the wealth and the money and the cash flow allows them to do whatever the fuck they want. They just wave a bit of money around.
So
when they watch people that don't have money, all their eyes will start fucking glittering. You know, like it's a very effective tool.
Yeah, it's another tool of division, divide and conquer. I mean, we've been doing this since time memorial. And this method, this most recent spate of divide and conquer has been, well, let's break them up along financial lines. Let's break them up along class lines. Let's break them up along racial lines. And then, and this is what was the real eye-opener for me, if you go to one of these very nuclear groups, one of these like tribes, So, like, I'm not talking about go to a black convention. I mean, if you go to a black foundational American convention, right? These people are more idealistic than just the general black convention. Everybody has ideals and there's nothing wrong with it. But when you nucleotize your message down to the nth degree so that it only appeals to 147 other people on the planet, that is not an effective tool for collectivist bargaining. I don't care how idealistic you are.
It's kind of evangelical.
Okay, yeah. You know my opinion on evangelicals. I grew up here in the South. We do that. That is a thing. We got tent revivals on the side of the road. You can stop at a random hayfield and get a baptism. Serious stuff here, right? At the same time, every single evangelist out there exhibits exactly the same behavioral patterns as every single narcissist, every charlatan, every street magician. These are all the same mental training wheels that we have been taught or trained to use. And yet, when you go into a new field, evangelism, activism, you name it, same thing.
What that says to me is that there's always going to be people that want to control shit, and there's a lot of different tools that you can use to do that. And like I did that. We looked at that book. I've got it to read. I'm gonna read it. Written in 1895, The Crowd. That talks about how to mass population control, basically.
So that's one thing that really bothers me about how